OR token is not a security. The OR token is not a stock. It is a video game token and is used for in-game purchases in OR-supported websites, video games, and the OR-Forge NFT marketplace. No ownership guarantees a percentage of any ownership of OR Systems Inc., any video games, content, media productions, or other, until options are extended. OR Systems Inc. is a privately owned and operated organization that utilizes blockchain technologies and provides real-world value to the intrinsic video game currency. As such, please ensure you approach the OR token at your own discretion. No one involved in this video is a financial advisor.
What's up, y'all?
And hello.
Happy Wednesday. Happy 36th episode. 36.
That's correct.
36th episode.
Got it right this time.
I got it right. I'm back because I'm back. I'm back. It's been a while. So we're gonna keep this intro short because I think we have Amit already on. But thank you so much, Warriors, for joining us for episode 36. As you can see, we have Lucas on already. We got Jimmy.
Hey.
And we got Eric. What's going on, Eric? What you got on?
Hello.
What you drinking? You got a
Water,
milkshake
just
there?
water. Nah, water.
Oh, I was hoping more for like a. Tell me you got a culotta or something. Lie to me.
What is that? Mojito?
Was that a mojito?
Sambuca.
Sambuca. Wow.
It's a kombucha, so we're okay. But yes,
Everclear and Kool-Aid.
There you go. Everclear vodka and water, vodka tonic. But thank you very much, Warriors, for the billions watching now and the hundreds of billions watching later. Thank you for joining us for yet another episode. Great to always have you on. We got a great show today. We got ourselves, which is always a great thing, and we have we have the founders or the creators of EyeSeeYou.io. They are story-driven NFTs. Click the link in our description if it's there. If not, we may have to edit it, but definitely a great story behind this this initiative, this NFT. So crazy. And just a special shout out, however you want to say it, to a couple of folks who have not been with us the past couple of weeks. We wish you all the best. And I don't know if you guys want to say anything, but I hope to have them on shortly.
Quite a few personalities that we've had that are missing. But, I know people grow, they move, they come, We'll see. Here's to anybody that's missing, though.
Cheers to you. This is unfortunately just water too. But anyway, so guys, what's going on these days? You got something to talk about before we get the show on the road with our guests here? Anything you want to mention besides liking and subscribing to our show?
Buying $500 worth of ore on our website.
Don't forget that on via PayPal with PayPal. That's still there. Don't forget. Don't forget about Osiris. That's still out there.
Osiris Protocol. If you're not playing,
my son was playing this morning. He was unfortunately better than me, so I might have to have a proxy every time we play again, because I can't deal anymore. But
you can find the ore token on crypto.com now.
Ooh,
that's a bonus too. Remember that.
Crypto.com. You can't buy it yet, but you can start looking at us. You can start following us there. You don't have to just go on PooCoin. You don't have to go there. You can go PU coin. You can go on crypto.com. Crypto.com.
Nice.
Anyway. Oh God, what is that? That spark again. What is that, Jimmy? Eric, look at that spark in my eye. What? Whoa.
Sometimes all it takes is a spark.
It does. That little spark.
That's how you start a fire.
To disrupt a billion-dollar industry.
Ooh.
You like that? It's just like
Armando likes to say the word billion. Billions and billion. Billions.
He's just waiting for his billion. He's waiting
Yeah,
for a lottery ticket.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lost, guys. It would have been very well for the ore system. We would have done very well.
You just still made somebody mad in the Telegram group.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Somebody would bitch. Well, no, you're a billionaire. Why no marketing?
Wait. Or just spend 10 million in marketing. Why not 20?
Oh man. Poking that hornet's nest there, Armando.
Yeah,
No,
I know. So yeah, Spark. It's coming up August 1st.
Yeah.
It's coming up, man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's definitely eating up a lot of the extra time around here. Lots of reading. We're just trying to do our homework, get smart on the Digital Millennium Copyright Act and the impacts for works that are put on the Forge. I mean, there's all kinds of interesting twists and turns that keep us pretty busy throughout the course of the day, dealing with music whether it be the technical upgrades that are coming on the Forge, which everybody's kind of looking forward to the digital rights management with the NFTs that are getting minted on the Forge. It's really just controlled chaos.
Very much so.
Controlled
Right on,
chaos. I like that. All right. Actually, I think are we ready for Netta? I think she's on. Let's let her in. All right.
Bring him on in. Let's see what
Here we go.
Here.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, Netta. And am I pronouncing it correctly? Oh, are you there?
Maybe she's not there.
Yeah,
No,
she's.
there
There she is.
Hey, she made it.
How are you?
Great.
Good,
Welcome to the
thank
show.
you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I-
I'm glad to
welcome.
be
I love your background. I love your background, by
Yes.
the way. Very cool.
here. Thank you. Thank you.
And I think, are we pronouncing it right? Netta?
Yes, Neta.
Netta. Okay, great. And we just had Amit. We just saw him try to join. It was a little too early, but will he be rejoining us?
Yeah, of course, he will. I'm going to check it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. We'll give him a minute.
Yeah.
As we don't want to get started and not have him on. But yes, I do. I'm gonna look up that hashtag while we're waiting.
Let's run a little spot.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
We're back.
All
All
right.
right.
Oh, that was fast.
Commercials usually are. You can't even grab water anymore. Oh, here's Amit. We'll let him in here.
There he is.
Right. Cool.
Hello, sir.
All right. Welcome to the show. You're on mute prior to beginning talking.
I bet you're on mute, buddy.
Nice to meet you guys. How you doing?
There we go. How's it going?
Good. It's a bit early or late. It's almost 3 a.m. So you
my
kept
goodness.
us,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. That's. Oh, where are you both based out of?
Netta is based in Tel Aviv. I'm based in Greece.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
So we are in the same time zone, but we are up for you guys. So
thank
Much
you.
appreciated.
Well, now you're making us feel bad. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
There's definitely worse places to get stuck in Greece and Tel Aviv. It's a beautiful part of the world.
Thank you, guys.
And doing some of the show prep, I went on your website and I saw that as soon as you open the page, it says story-driven NFTs. That sounds like a really good place to start to figure out and learn a little bit more about your project and EyeSeeYou. Would you mind taking a moment to kind of elaborate on what that means?
Okay, I will start. I will try to start from basically from the beginning. For all the listeners and the followers, I'm sorry if we have a funny accent or if you don't understand our English or if we're gonna sound a little bit weird, but we are making our best here. So my name is Amit. I'm 36 years old. As I said, I'm from Greece those days, but originally from Israel. I have my sister Netta, if you go to our website and to our journey in the space, I've been in the space since 2014, so I experienced a lot of ups and downs and bear markets and happy moments, you know. And we are in a in a very interesting phase those days. And our project is basically one of those projects in life that choosing you and not really you choosing them. I don't know if it makes sense.
Right.
About 8 months ago, almost 9 months ago, my mom came to me and I don't know if you guys had the chance to see. I will give a little bit of a background. Me and Netta have a twin sister, had a twin sister named Hagar. Um, Both of them suffer, unfortunately, from eating disorder in a very early stage in life, and from being a very normative family as possible, you know, a very happy childhood. Our life as a family, and specifically Netta and Hagar, took a huge turn. Um, and they started to develop heavily eating disorder and a negative body image. And I remember them going in and out from hospitals, um, trying to figure it out what is going on, struggling very heavily and deeply with the disorder. And about when I got and it was 17 and a half, unfortunately, she couldn't survive it anymore. And I'm sorry to ruin our party, but this is you know, real life.
It's real life.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, she committed suicide and was almost 15 years up until last year in a state of coma. So it was like a really heavy,
Oh,
tragic story that we experience. Um, so on one end, we have this side of the story of Fagar. On the other hand, there is Netta here, and Netta became a mother, and when I'm saying, first of all, she became a mother as a child growing up with two sisters suffering and struggling with eating disorder. This was not something pretty clear that one day she will become a mom. Because I heard doctors and a lot of people. Wow, I started the conversation so heavily and deep, but I want to give the followers
yeah.
Please
and the
do.
listeners some background story, you
Yes,
know?
we need to hear this.
Yeah. So Netta, on the other hand, she became a mother, a psychologist. Today, she's helping a lot of kids in prevention. She's working with youth at risk, and basically she kind of find a way to live alongside with the mental or any illness that she experienced. Um, and about 9 months ago, for me being as a collector, a heavy collector in the space of the NFTs, um, I came across a portfolio of almost 200 something original drawings of Agar and Netta. Agar and Netta, both of them were amazing painters, and they, you know, Netta can elaborate a little bit. They draw and paint their struggle with the illness, and art in general. It's a great tool to express, you know, your emotion or
Absolutely.
to express, you know, how you feel. And I came across like 200 and something original drawing that for years I didn't saw or didn't wanted to see, you know. And to take it from there to the beginning of our NFT journey as creators, as builders, this was the day that we understand that we need to do something different, and we will elaborate later on what exactly are we doing, what is the utilities for our holders, what we are trying to accomplish, how can we help many other people around the globe struggling with eating disorder. So this was really the tip of the toe, a small background story of how we started and why we are doing this project.
Thank you so much for coming on to share your story with us, Netta. I understand the eating disorder aspects, but to compound that with the trauma aspects of the suicide in your family, that's got to be a real challenge to deal with. Unfortunately, I come from a community where a lot of people kill themselves too. So intimately relatable with all of the emotion that comes with that stuff. I recently had another loss that kind of it's debilitating to deal with. And thank you so much for taking the opportunity to get something good or make something good out of something bad. That's a huge opportunity.
I just love to add that for me, the art was truly a way to express myself, even when I was younger and even now. And now I'm actually become an art therapist, so I know how much it's important and can be helpful to paint what you feel and to get some of a outlet to what you have inside. And so now I even understand it more when I see Agar painting and me, and how we combine it to the NFT collection. It was an amazing process its own. I mean, it was very, you see on the screen like tell to earn, but for me to tell my story and to share it wasn't easy. But when I share it and talk about it, I know that this is part of my recovery, because when I talk the way I feel um, and express the way I feel, I didn't need to act that.
Right.
So tell it. It's like very meaningful for me. It was a lot. I mean, sorry about my English. I'm a bit excited.
Fine.
So I just want to add that telling the story was part of my recovery, and so this is not just tell to earn. It's like,
And guys, we live in social media, and you guys know it better than I. And there is when we started a project, and for me as a businessman and entrepreneur, I was involved in many like fintech traditional world, and the first thing that I do is research. And what we did, we basically started to interview doctors from clinics managers from Europe, from the US, from the Middle East. Like we interview so many people around the space of eating disorder. And what we discovered was shocked. We were shocked because this is a pandemic that people really don't speak or doesn't give enough space to what people are experiencing. And I didn't know, for example, that the waiting time for a bed in a hospital in a Western countries can take place between 6 months to a year, because there is not enough beds and there is so many. I'm going to speak in a female aspect. There is so many girls, even though there is also a lot of guys, um, waiting in line for a bed in a hospital. I didn't know, for example, that 90% of the people that starting, let's say, a private treatment, they are paying or able to pay for the first 2, 3, or 4 sessions, and then they don't have enough money to maintain the treatment. And when it comes to mental illness, it doesn't matter if it's eating disorder, if you suffer from depression or whatever. This is something that take years for most people. And the amount of doctors and social workers and psychologists and nutrition and dietitian that we interview, and the stuff that they were telling us, we said, okay, we have to do something. We really have to do something. And how can you take a personal story and try to make or create a global impact? Because we are an impact project. We are not the apes, we are not the birds. We are trying to make an impact project. And how are you going to do it? and we started our journey, and our journey was crazy so far. Really.
It's really exciting how interconnected everything is. Some of our other partners that we're working with and we've had on the show, MDDAO, they're a DAO that's oriented around medical treatments and things of that nature. So just how elastic this new domain really is really exciting from a business applications perspective. You know, you can do a lot and you can meet partners and projects and kind of like storming, forming, norming, and come together, do some great things, and then kind of everybody goes separately and does things on their own after the fact, and everybody learns and shares information. It's really, really great time to be a part of the human experience.
Of course. You know,
I think
even
that
for me, yeah.
it's even more than my story or my brother's story. It's I felt when I got in this project, I feel that it's like bigger than me. Okay, I have my story and it's great and I'm strong and I deal with stuff, but there is so many people out there. You don't need to be diagnosed with eating disorder. You can, you know, deal with the body image and the self-esteem. And today with all the social media, it's very hard to feel okay, to feel nice, to feel you don't need to be an eating disorder. So I think that it's so important to when the words go now, the Web3 and the metaverse, it's so important to get there with value stuff and a body idol of the beauty and everything that it's gonna be normal, because this gonna prevent so many cases after. Um, so I really think that you know our kids going to be so many hours on the metaverse.
Yeah, we
So
have the responsibility to build, you know, everybody speaks about the Web3, about the metaverse. And for me as a builder, as a creator, I feel the responsibility, the obligation to build a safe place, a safe environment for the new generation who's going to spend hours, you know, on Web3 and metaverse. And we try to connect the physical world along with the technological world together. And I'll give an example. Uh, the first and the main utility of our project, I think one of the only projects that decided to donate 33% from all sales, including royalties and future royalties, to more than 52 institutes, rehabilitation centers, hospitals. Um, Also, what we are trying to do, we are now, those days, we are approving clinics all over the world. And basically, we are going to be the one sending the funds directly to the clinics so they can provide treatments for girls and guys who can't afford paying for, you know, so even trying to prevent them from even going to the hospital on the early stage when they meet a psychologist, a nutrition, a dietitian. We are going to help those people who cannot afford it to receive the best treatment ever. That's one point. Second point, we are trying to help, you know, me growing up in Israel or you guys in the state, guys, we have access to the best medical services in the world, okay? Not everybody have this access. Not everybody have access to this knowledge base. Not everybody have the option to receive what for me and you guys are pretty normal. And about 3 or 4 weeks ago, there is a 15 years old girl from Thailand who came on our social media. She asked for help because she's experienced heavy depression and she suffered from really low negative body image. And we connected live with a tier 1 psychologist from France. This is before we even launch our project. You know, so being able to see that a 15 years old from Thailand receiving now on Zoom or Google Meet or whatever, a treatment services from a tier 1 psychologist, for me, this was, okay, I am doing something good and I should keep doing whatever I'm doing. And it was mind blowing, you know? And this is just one example from the things that we're trying to change.
Absolutely.
Actually, I would love to add that for me was one of the most exciting moments that I experienced in this period of the work is 2 months ago, I think, we invited a group of young women that dealing today with eating disorder. It was a place that I used to be.
Like this
And
is a rehabilitation house
yes,
in the north of Israel. There is about 14 to 18 girls living in this house. A rehabilitation house is a place that helps those girls to cut the chain in going in and out from hospitals. So we invite 15 of them to our offices, a day in our offices, and we created a digital workshop, which basically we teach them how to create content and how to create NFTs. And those 15 girls were able to express their emotions, what they're experiencing, their struggle through NFTs, through a digital workshop. And this was mind blowing, like in terms of seeing what they created, seeing what they wrote. And then we decided, and this is just another example, that all of the NFTs that those girls created, those going to be our rarities in the project, you know. And I don't know if you guys are heavy collectors or you are collecting any types of NFTs, and I'm sure you do. Okay, there is one thing to buy if I have a blue background and you have a black one, and there is less blues than black, so it's more rare. Okay, but I think that it's much more rare to buy an asset that was created today, you know, with a 18 years old girl struggling with eating disorder, along with artists, and put it on your wall in your office or on your iWatch, on your, you know, on your screen, and seeing that is much more deeper connection than regular rarities. So this is also something unique that I think that we bring.
That's awesome.
Indeed. I mean, once we finally get around to the list of questions that we had, we just kind of in consume mode. The first question was there's a lot of donations on your roadmap, so we've checked that box. Next thing we're going to talk about some of your art therapy that was discussed on Twitter. You kind of already scratched the surface on that. Did you take any additional like art classes for that, or are you just self-taught?
So Netta is she's an artist. I think born and raised because our mom is a very famous writer in Israel, and it's kind of we inherited that. I'm really bad with drawing, anything like that. More analytic.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I can draw stick figures myself.
and you know, if you think about it, we had a huge challenge because if I'm going to show you, and you can see it also a little bit on our website, original drawings of Hagar, you can see a girl standing on a weight in front of a mirror, and where is demons behind her. This is extremely dark, guys. This is like a dark drawing, or a girl really, really skinny, stuck in a cage with, you know. And I said to myself, Amit, how are you going to sell it? How are you going to make somebody? I'm sure that there is some people who are into dark art and they will buy it, but how can you? So we team up with amazing artists, graffiti artists, and also we have a very strong team of artists working with Netta on the project. And basically what we started to do, we start taking out patterns and certain things from the original drawings and combine it in our new drawing. If you will open our website and see what we created, basically we created two faces, two twins. It can be you looking at yourself. It can be, there is many interpretation to that. Two faces facing each other and creating a third image in the middle. So some people seen immediately the third one, and guys, this is just Ah, I like
I was going to
that.
ask that. I was actually going to ask you
Are
that.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't see it until you pointed it out. Oh, man.
Exactly. So it's like, we have two eyes. This is why we named the project EyeSeeYou, because, we have two eyes and they are looking the same, but they are not quite the same, as you know. We have the third eye, which is the spiritual eye, which is like the third image. And guys, sorry, because we are launching only in September and we couldn't reveal our original. This is just a taste on small portion of
Oh.
how it's going to
Sorry
look
on
like.
the interrupt,
yeah.
but I send you a message on the chat, a link to our world map. So if you want, you can see that. It's
Perfect.
I just want to add that when we collect all the drawing, me and Agar, it was an amazing event for me to discover the differences that we saw on the art. You can see it now on the screen that
Netta was drawing in colors and Agar was drawing in black and white. So if you will, so it's very, very interesting to see that, and guys, we are talking about drawings from 20 years ago and making it something alive today. This is something that I will say something, personal. Said my sister was in coma for almost 15 years up until last year, and her body couldn't take it anymore, and she gave up. And in my head, it's like, she was waiting for NFT market to explode, So she knew, and if you go back one slide, this is really heavy drawing, and this is just a small portion. This is like really heavy, and we took the patterns. Yes, and we took the shapes and the patterns, and we start to combine it with the original ones and with the new ones. And it was a very interesting process in terms of the art. It was completely art therapy process, as Netta, kept saying.
Man.
We are now, and the market changed completely in the past 6-7 months, so we had to adjust completely, and it was also a very interesting journey. Then we started to look which type of shapes. This is a little bit about the art process. If you want to do more like a retro, a print, like a tarot card, and
the eyes have a lot of place in the art because the eyes were showing also in my drawing and also in Agar drawing. It was actually amazing to discover it. But yeah, this is some of the process of the inspiration that we took.
Yeah, from original to digital.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and but Netta touched it before. I think that one of the points that I can, if there is one point that I can really, put my finger on and said, here was a dramatic change. I sat down with one of I think top people that I know in the crypto space, and I showed him the project, and I told him, listen, Andre, his name is Andre, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing charity. I'm helping many. I want to help many girls, guys, clinics. I want to create a safe place. Me as a brother of. I never talked to James, that is another brother of. Like I never spoke. There is also, for every patient there is family behind it, and I never spoke to another brother of. I never communicate. I never saw two mothers communicate, on that, or two sisters, and I wanted to create also a safe place for families from all over the world to bring up their pain, or maybe they are dealing with similar issues, and obviously the donations and the utilities that we have. We are building like a membership club, and I will touch it later, but we are doing a lot of things. And this guy, Andre, keep telling me, Amit, okay, and then what? And I told him, Andre, what do you mean, then what? Dude, this is great. Look, I'm making my sister memorial. I'm helping many people. really trying to give some light for the NFT space. You know, a lot of people, you know, you're talking to people from not from the space. This is fraud. This is scam. You know, watch out for, you know, and you always need to work in explaining them why it's the most wonderful thing ever. And I tell him, what do you want? He tell me, Amit, and then what? And this then what stuck in my mind. Let us touch it a little bit, and I went to sleep. And I woke up in the morning, and I understand that my story is just one story. And I'm sure that Lucas have a story, and Eric, I'm sure that you have a story, my friend, and Armando, you definitely have a story. I know that, okay? And everybody has stories. And maybe you are connected to my personal story, or maybe not. And then I realized that we need to build something that is much bigger than our story. If you think about it, EyeSeeYou is the beta version for something much bigger than us. And this is Minter Story platform that we are building that will allow people from all over the world to come and mint their own story. You can come to the platform, you can share, you know, fonts, songs, sounds, photos, you can add whatever you want. It can be a happy moment, doesn't need to be a sad moment. You know, it can be anything that you want. And in the end, you will mint and create your own NFT that will hold a story, your story. If your story is good enough, maybe you can make money from it and, you know, tell to earn, like play to earn, you know, or you can just give it to your friend. And this is like the bigger vision, and it's also on our roadmap. This is what we are trying to do, and we are doing it by getting naked, by, for me, talking to strangers about the most personal story ever in my life at 3 a.m.
Yeah, but that message had to be.
And you also earn by telling the story.
Yeah, that's
the
of course.
fact of share of talk the way you feel. It's more than just money. It's
No, of course. It's first of all earning by telling. But I'm saying, if you know, when a lot of musicians started to mean their music, okay, I don't need YouTube anymore. Okay, that's cool. I can be responsible for my own music. So why not storytelling? If your story is good enough, be owner of your story. And this is what we are trying to do. And we would like to encourage people from many type of aspects. You know, if you lost a friend in war, if you had an abortion, you know, I feel like the first Me Too complaint in a way. And I want to bring the real stories to people, not just the ones that you see on Instagram, the fake one, the highlights, true stories.
Right.
You know?
That message had to resonate with the people at NFT NYC. What was the biggest takeaway from your participation with that? I didn't mean to cut you off, Eric. Sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I think that the trip was, you know, the biggest thing I think that the project gained is Netta. I introduced Netta to the NFT world. And for me, being in the space, I knew the power of the communities. I know it. I feel it every day. And for Netta, walking in New York and seeing all those cool projects and projects that she's following on Twitter, on Discord, all of a sudden she meet those creators and understanding that she's just like them. She's just another human being trying to build a community. And I think that seeing Netta coming back after meeting all those big projects that already made it and gave Netta the confidence that she needed as a leader of the project. And I think that this was the biggest gift that our project earned, because Netta understood that this is what she's going to do day and night, and this is what she's going to do for a living. Yes, working as a creative.
I was really amazed by when I was on the NYC conference. I saw the power of women on Web3, and I met so much women that also men, yes, but a lot of women that trying to impact this world. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I can be part of it. So it was really amazing for me and to see that. And I also want to tell about when Amit is more like in the space and know better. I came from therapy and from art. I less in this NFT world, but um, um, my husband came to me one day and he told me like, listen, I know I tried to explain you about the NFT. Look, I find a project that is just what you need. He told me about an artist named Sarah Bauman that she created the collection of women and weapon. And he told me like, you see, you like that. You woman with a weapon. I mean, you are a strong woman. You have the power to create your own strength, to create your own power. Um, and we bought that NFT. This is actually my first one. And it was amazing for me to connect this world through a connection to the project and to a woman that I also met her on New York, and it was really, really amazing and inspiration. Um, but I just mainly saw that maybe through this NFT world and the Web3, I can do something bigger than my story, bigger than me. I can try to change, a lot of people, even, I don't know, even around us all the time, not always understand eating disorder. I all the time have like people say to me, but you have any eating disorder, but you look okay, or all kind of stuff that you see that people not always understand. And I said to myself, Netta, through this project, you can impact, you can change, you can teach people that this mental illness is not something to be ashamed of. A lot of people be ashamed of. And it's not. It's something just like other, in every house
Well,
have a toilet. It's just
Yeah.
lending
another
your
one.
lending your
Yeah.
perspective to those who are still in the struggle. That's something that no one can replicate. And we thank you for taking the opportunity to take advantage of that. We really appreciate it. What like the NFT specifics? What blockchain are you guys minting your NFTs on? Have y'all done any of that? We don't know exactly where you're at on the roadmap, so I'm just trying to figure out
All
like
right,
some of your
so
developmental.
I will explain. So first of all, we were supposed to launch on July, and then the market collapsed,
Yeah,
and we
I think
postponed
everybody.
our launch. We postponed our launch to September because we find out the 10th of September. This is the International Suicide Day,
Oh,
and we thought that it will be a great way to link our project to a very important day, and we decided to wait to work more about the art. We had a few more technical aspects that we need to cover. Um, we worked on the pre-mint. Our pre-mint going to take place, as I said, on September 10th. We are based on Ethereum
mhm.
mainly, on Ether. You can find us on many, many marketplaces.
By
We
the way,
also added,
September 10, you want to add about the date? September 10, it's the Suicide
yeah,
International Day.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, it was with thinking about bring awareness also to this kind of deal. Yeah, sorry, you can continue.
Yeah.
no. So you're going to find us on many marketplaces, um, and I think that the hardest thing in terms of development, to be honest with you, is to create a collection of 8,888 pieces. Sounds for most of people something pretty easy to do because there is the technology that you can just create as many. This is a very complex, planning every layer, making sure that each layer. You can create, let's say 3 or 4 layers, and then when you put it together, you think that, let's say you will get 500 pieces that looks nice, but 6,000 that it just doesn't work. And playing with the palette of colors and which color, has more layers that you have, more options that you have. And this is something, guys, that we spend months on trying to bring or to put together 8,888 pieces that I can be proud in every item. This is something that a lot of people take for granted, and it's not. And planning each twist, each color, each frame, it's really not something easy at all. We also added, one of the things that we wanted to do, we added also the possibility to purchase those NFT even if you don't own a wallet. So you can use credit card, because we wanted to open the NFT world not just for crypto people, NFT collectors, or we want to give the options to my mother to buy, to buy NFTs without going into those really complex, ways on opening or activating your wallet and using this and transferring from there. And
there's going to be a learning curve for bringing everybody into these new technologies, and some of that's going to involve Stripe, PayPal, those credit card type transactional behaviors. Fully understanding where you guys are thinking with that.
But it's, and also something cool that we were trying to do, we wanted to give some value to our NFT holders. And I said to myself, okay, Amit, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? How are you going to make people buy your NFT without the desire to sell it? Because obviously there is a lot of traders, there is a lot of people that are just trying to flip their money, and I respect it.
Secondary
and I understand
markets.
Yes, and the secondary market is exploding, for sure, especially on the Ethereum network, and also Solana are doing fantastic. But this is another conversation. And basically, I said how I'm going to do it, and then I decided to create a membership club that will allow our NFT holders to enjoy a variety of products and services just by owning the NFT. So what we did, we started to talk to dietitian, nutrition, yoga teacher, retreat centers, a lot of services and products on the real world, let's put it like that, that you will be able to use. So if James have a friend or never talked to a nutrition in his life, he can verify by his NFT that he's part of the EyeSeeYou community, and he receive access to a variety of nutrition. He can choose one and receive, for example, free consultation just because he's a member of the EyeSeeYou project. If you want to do a yoga session with a yoga teacher from Germany named Zoe, you are able to do it. If you want to receive certain products, and I don't want to give all the aces and to tell everything, because I want to keep something for the holders, but we are building a very unique membership club that connect mind, body, and soul, and people from all over the world can use it just because they're NFT holders. That's simple as that.
That is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good
So
utility.
if there's one milestone on your roadmap that you kind of get past, and you can say, yeah, we're gonna be good. This thing is we're gonna make it all the way to the finish line. What do you think that milestone would be?
To be honest with you, a day in an entrepreneur life is a very hard day, and I've been involved in many businesses, but it just sometimes it's like you're driving in a desert, and every day can be more dry than the day before, and you kept telling yourself, no, you're gonna make it. No, you have a good cause. No, it's going to work. It's have to work. You are trying to do something bigger. You are minting your own story. Come on, you didn't talk about it for years, and I think that on a personal level, I went through a huge experience with myself. I never talk about it. Guys, for years, if somebody asked me what happened to my sister, I will say a car accident. I used to be ashamed on that. I used to hide it in every possible way. So first of all, the biggest milestone for me is talking to you guys. And talking to you guys, I'm saying in general, to speak about it, this is for me the biggest milestone. The second one, I will say that staying stronger every day, even though market is collapsing, difficulties in terms of development, having tough days in the office, and keep telling to myself, yes, I'm going to do it, and we're going to make it, and reminding to myself who we are, and leaving aside a lot of, let's say, we're all working, and we need to provide, and we have families, and more investing in a project like that comes on something else, and you are putting aside many other things. And I don't know if we're going to make it. If we're not going to make it, I know that we gave everything we have, and I hope that the community will see it. And creating those communities, this is the biggest challenge, because, and you talked about the NFT NYC. You know what I think, and this is, guys, I have to thank you guys, because I started to follow you lately, and I saw what you are guys doing, and the stage that you are giving on many, many different aspects to so many people. And I think that what you guys are doing is so important, because in the NFT NYC, I said to people, we have to support each other. Communities have to support other communities, because you don't want to be in 2 years from now, this small industry of weirdos and geeks that just celebrating by themselves. You want
all
to
14
invite
people that make it.
and going from something that is a revolutionary to a mainstream. Yes, there is downsides for becoming mainstream, but more people will be able to to join this beautiful world of building the Web3 metaverse, NFT space. There is unique people out there, so we have to support each other, and I think this is also a huge challenge.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I think you guys
We
have
definitely appreciate you guys getting up
have a
in the
great
middle of
time.
the night to talk to us.
Nah, it's okay. We are hyped now.
You have
Yeah.
a great
Started
project.
really slow.
You have a really cool project. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It
James.
is.
Thank you, man.
Mental health is near and dear to my heart, man. I know a lot of people have unfortunately succumbed to suicide. So I talk often to any professional that will listen to me rabble about my problems. Get one chance to get it right.
And and we also find something really interesting, that people have a little bit more tendency to open up when they are hiding behind their avatar. And this is also something that we discover, and we are touching it. So imagine you putting some of your avatar, open a room on the metaverse, be able to communicate with a psychologist or a nutrition or a dietitian or whatever, and kind of saying things or express yourself in ways that maybe on the real world, it's not that you don't want, or maybe you don't know how. Okay, and I think that this is something that we are really trying to do and change, and and we have to build a better place. We have, okay, it's great to build online casinos and play to earns and blah blah blah, but it's also important to create rooms on the metaverse that people can meditate together, and feel safe to do so. So
Collectively bring everyone up to a new baseline is what we try and think about that as. Is like us sharing our technology means we're all starting from a new ground floor. So we fully agree and support all of those types of activities too.
yeah, definitely.
We do. Well, it's we're almost at time here, but
it went by quick.
yeah, that did. Amit and Netta, we won. We appreciate your story. We love that you've opened up to us and our viewers. And we appreciate that it's we did not know that you were in that time zone where it is now almost 4 a.m. I
But
think
it is what it is, man. And if
Yeah.
somebody is inviting you a lovely show from the US, you make it, and there is no question if I'm going to
Yes.
make it or not. And this is being an entrepreneur. We are working 25/8. If you need me
Oh,
to
wow.
go to the moon and hype and jump on a call, I will go to the moon and I will talk to you from the moon. I will do everything in my power, to share this story to as many people so I can raise more awareness into a very
Yes.
unique subject. And this is what we do. The amount of spaces that Netta is doing every week, I don't know, between 40 to 50 spaces a week.
Oof.
It's insane. This is what we do. And we have a huge team behind us. And this is also a shout out to them, our developers and our web designers and the beautiful studio that's supporting us, our PR agencies. There is so many people, you've seen just me and Netta. There is more than 20, 25 people behind
wow.
us. So it's not like a small project, and there is a lot of things to come, and we really, really appreciate the stage that you gave us today.
Absolutely.
And we are sorry about our funny accent and the digging.
Oh, no, we
And-
didn't
but-
notice it at all.
I've spent more time in that side of the world than I care to admit. And I don't even notice your accent.
Yeah.
I also want to thank you so much about the time, about the stage that you're giving us.
And
We
follow
really
us on
appreciate-
Discord, follow us
Absolutely.
on Twitter. We have more than
Of course.
20,000 members already, and it's the numbers keep
Growing.
raising.
Yeah.
And yes, and it's wonderful to see how many people come and share their stories, and this is great, man, really.
I'm sure we're going to keep in touch.
Let us help
Oh,
you tell your
absolutely.
story. Definitely after your launch, let's put another mark on the wall, get you guys back on, and we can kind of talk about the goods, the bads, lessons learned, and things of that nature for anybody out there who's listening who might have some similar interest of starting their own project. So we
Yes,
really
and if
appreciate you
one of the
sharing.
followers, and if one of the followers know any institute, any individual who needs financial aid, please come on our social media, tell us about it. We will engage them. We will do our checkups, and we will try to assist.
Wow.
Yeah, let's link up in
Definitely.
Discord, and I'm gonna introduce you to some other people after the fact that can kind of tie in with some different opportunities for you. So we love to share and help where we can.
Thank you, Lucas, and thank you for sharing as well. I'm
Thanks.
sure that it was not simple for you as well.
It gets easier
Yeah.
with time. The more you talk about it, the easier it is to talk about.
Right.
I think we need more projects like this.
Got to get that
The
weight off your
world-
chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
Yes.
is. Well, Amit, Netta, thank you so much. We
Thank
really
you, thank
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you.
See you on the pre-mint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Yo.
Whoa! Wow! Whoa! I don't know if you guys noticed that they found an extra hour in every day, and they found a whole other day. I go 24/7. These guys go 25/8.
See, that was
I don't
awesome.
know. I've never heard that before. They're in a whole other level than I am, man.
New
I
league,
must
brother.
admit.
New league.
That was amazing.
That's a different league, but we really appreciate them opening up to us. It's wow.
It's very raw.
It's a cool way to do
Yeah.
it, though. If that's what you're into,
Yeah.
it's a good way to memorialize. That is a good way,
Yeah,
and
that
to
Raw
build
and
awareness
vulnerable. Yeah. Those
is.
vulnerabilities are how you start healing when dealing with some stuff that challenges the way you
I
think.
hear you. Oh man, learn to earn. So that was
Yeah.
that was Tell to Earn. Eric, what we got on Learn to Earn? You got some
we're
news on that while we try to
yeah.
close up shop here? Whew,
we're
that's a
actually
long
almost
one.
done. We are almost done with the series. We have one more video to be made.
Very
and,
nice.
I think three more to be approved, and I think we're in good
Are
shape.
you narrating these? Because that's the only reason why I'd watch it.
In a world.
It's Eric sitting in his underwear at the computer filming.
Yeah, right. How about
Everybody
I'm
out there doesn't
definitely
notice,
watching it.
but Eric is sitting there in his underwear.
Yeah. You got to click on it to find out.
Oh wow!
Can't wait. Gonna learn to earn and
kidding.
earn some
Now,
more.
Eric, really, really, really insightful stuff, man. We're excited to get that in front of everybody. It's great content. It's going to make everybody that much sharper when it comes to crypto and how to protect yourself and how to find value in a lot of different things and keep you from getting fleeced. You know, everybody's
yeah.
always concerned about
Nobody needs that.
getting ripped off or rug pulled. So we're here to help.
Yep. James knows it.
Oh, I
James
know.
knows it. And so does
I know it
the
all
other
too
guy
well.
on our team.
I know it
James,
all too well.
I'm out. I need money for gas. Can I get 2 G's?
You got me.
Man.
You got me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Dude, that was like 1 week after, wasn't it, or something like that?
It was like right when the token like blew up at first.
Oh, okay. And then one of our other guys, we were like, dude, we thought we were going to stay in this for the long run. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't even know how to sell this thing yet. So, yeah, crazy. He was like, it wasn't me. You know what did he do? He didn't, you know what he didn't do? He didn't take the dang security sessions that Nick, our founder,
we didn't have him at the time.
he makes us take it now. Now we don't click on that link where it looked exactly like Pancake Swap. He entered in his wallet, gone.
I'd like to say I'm 100% on those. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you are?
100%.
I always forget to click one and then I hit submit and I get one wrong. Anyway, it's well past my bedtime here on the East Coast. So, and
like
guys,
9. You old
I know.
man.
Well, dude, I boast about waking up at 4:30 and starting doing work and then going to the gym at like 5. But at 8 o'clock, I'm like, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh God, it's 8 o'clock. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Joys of family life.
You know,
that's what it is. That's what
how
it is.
it-
Well,
it's just how it
they
is.
say the power hours are between 4 and 8, so you get like half a day's work before anyone even does anything. So, but anyway,
philosophizing
guys,
with Mondo.
philosophizing. James, Lucas, Eric, thank you so much for your time. Netta, Amit, thank you very much for your time and your story. Hopefully you woke up for us. Getting your power hours in now, and hopefully you did get your sleep first before waking up. Really appreciate your time and story. Amazing story.
Like,
and,
subscribe, follow. We're almost to 10,000.
I don't
bring a
think
friend. All you gotta do is ask a
Bring
friend.
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing.
Share the link.
I don't think we're doing the after party right now.
No, I don't think so.
Not tonight.
Okay.
Not tonight, guys.
Hey,
The after party. Not tonight.
You 8,600 of you who are watching us right now, just tell a friend. Tell one friend. And guess what? We're almost at 20K. Come on.
Yeah, almost.
Come on. Tell 2 friends and we're at 20K. Right? Is that?
That works.
Yeah, almost. Tell 2.5 friends and I think we're at 20K. Tell your normal sized friends and your short friends. And then we're at 20K.
Philosophizing with Mondo.
I'm going to create my own show. Philosophy.
Hey,
I
you
think
know how
it was on Modern Family.
You know how to do it. You know how to stream.
Yeah, I do. I'll stream. I'll be by myself.
You could pop it. You could pop in your own channel.
Yeah. Well, all right, gentlemen.
All
Well,
right,
to the
boys.
millions watching now and the billions watching later, every hour you spend with us, we do appreciate it. We're still here. Week 36. Still at it. 37's next week.
Still got big things in the pot too. So.
Dude, we have until week 52 planned out. You know what 52 means? That means 1 year. What?
We're almost there.
What? We're almost there.
Yep, with the Warrior
That's
Hour
less-
at least. Yeah.
That's like 17 weeks away. Oh shit. 16? All right, let's stop doing math. Let's stop philosophizing.
With Mondo.
Everyone have a good night. Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for coming
Love
on.
y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Peace.
Cheers, you guys.
what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
What does CBGB stand for?
Country Bluegrass Blues.
We have a band.
You're gonna want to crank it.
Not very country.
This club's gonna be different.
This band is Talking Heads.
We're Blondie. We're the Ramones.
We're the Jet Boys.
Patti Smith Group.
Lou Reed. I can't sleep on a mattress when bands are getting signed right and left.
These kids have something to say. We really should listen.
Introducing the Cool Wallet Pro, an enhanced hardware wallet the size of your credit card. It packs the most sophisticated cold storage technology inside, giving you full control of your digital assets whenever, wherever you need it. Cool Wallet Pro connects offline to only your mobile device within a 10-meter distance, and requires you to physically confirm every transaction on your Cool Wallet Pro after checking transaction details for optimal security. Cool Wallet Pro is designed for the professional crypto user who needs more than just superior security in a hardware wallet. You can plug in directly to the world of DeFi, DEXs, and other dApps, allowing you to earn easy passive income from staking and DeFi on the best crypto blockchains. Through our extensive marketplace, you can trade, sell, and buy directly from trusted third parties, all within the Cool Wallet app. While staying anonymous, retaining data privacy, and avoiding trust risks. With Cool Wallet Pro, the key to your future is in your hands.